Number 1. Atlantic Road, Norway. Are you scared of roller coasters? Well, believe it or not, this road located in Norway has such serpentine twists that you'll feel like you're on the most extreme ride. At over 5.2 miles long, the so-called Atlanterhavsveien road runs across a group of islets, connecting the towns of Kristiansund and Molde, and it's made up of 7 bridges that can twist into impressive shapes. But what makes this route so dangerous is the famous Storsesundet Bridge, whose deep curve reaches 75.4 feet above the sea, and where weather adversities such as strong winds and violent waves can take everything in its path. Despite all this, it's the second most visited destination in the country and was named the Norwegian construction of the century in 2005. Number 2. Zojila Pass, India. Any road in the highest mountain range in the world is definitely one of the most dangerous, right? Zojila Pass connects the towns of Srinagar and Leh in the Himalayas in India. Its 5.6-mile length makes it one of the most difficult roads to travel. There are no traffic signs along the zigzagging road, plus stone and dirt landslides are an ongoing problem. Of course, not to mention it rises over 11,000 feet high with no asphalt. It isn't hard to imagine that Zojila Pass is a place of multiple accidents. In 2009, 350 people were stranded on the road due to heavy snowfall. And in 2012, 11 tourists were killed when the vehicle they were traveling in fell into a deep gorge. Number 3. Snails Pass, Chile to Argentina. This incredible yet dangerous road is located in the Andes. The winding route of Snails Pass reaches 12,795 feet above sea level, connecting Argentina and Chile. Also known as Paso de los Libertadores, its sharp curves and twisting road have made it famous among haul truck drivers, especially heavy trucks. In 2019, a truck almost fell into a curve but managed to control the vehicle and turn its cabin so as to not fall into the void. Impressive! However, what makes it truly dangerous are its sharp two-way curves, which is why head-on collisions are pretty common. But that's not all. The worst time is during winter, as snow and ice sometimes make the descent and ascent have tragic and fatal endings. Number 4. Rohtang Pass, India. If you're really fearful, perhaps you should never go down this road, since its name literally means pile of corpses. Around this route, the view is full of natural beauty and extraordinary landscapes with imposing mountains and dazzling glaciers, but this is exactly why it's among the most dangerous in the world. Located in the Himalayas, it's a part of the route that connects Manali with the Buddhist city of Leh in India. And it's known that, throughout history, many people lost their lives trying to cross it, as it becomes dangerous due to snowstorms, unpredictable blizzards, and landslides caused by bad weather. Besides, although it's 13,000 feet above sea level and traffic is restricted from June to October, it's one of the busiest, especially by tourists. Yes, some people like adrenaline. Number 5. Dalton Highway, Alaska. Considered one of the most dangerous in North America, the Dalton Highway covers 414 miles of extreme and unsettling road. And although its official name is Alaska Route 11, it's known after the name of famous engineer James Dalton. What makes it so dangerous? Well, it runs from the inside of the country to almost the Arctic Ocean, and much of the road isn't paved.
The road is great, and then all of a sudden it's like the end of the world.
This makes extreme temperatures, ice, fog, and blizzards a major problem for drivers. But that's not all, as there are only 3 nearby towns along the way, which makes drivers uncertain since they could literally get stranded in the middle of nowhere. How scary! This highway is so dangerous that the reality TV show Ice Road Truckers aired episodes showing how difficult it is for oil trucks to cross this primitive and deadly road. Number 6. Goliang Tunnel Road, China. If you aren't an expert behind the wheel, never cross this roadway, since it's called the road that does not tolerate mistakes. Despite being only 0.75 miles long, this route is built on one of the highest mountains in China at 2,000 feet above sea level. This tunnel was built to connect the town of Goliang to the rest of China in 1972, but it's only 13 feet wide, and many parts of the path are either unpaved or in bad condition. Do you still think you could cross this tunnel? Well, let me tell you that most accidents have been reported in rainy seasons. Besides, the cliff, lack of barriers, extreme fog, and rocks and mud landslides could be the final destination of any careless driver. Number 7. Passage de Gois, France. Now you see it, now you don't. Despite spanning only 2.7 miles long, this road, located in France, which links the island of Noirmoutier to the French mainland, could make you drown behind the wheel. When the tide rises, the Atlantic Ocean can submerge everything in its path up to 3.9 miles below the surface. Hence why, all along the way, there are signs and panels warning you that you can only cross for a few hours during the day. But don't be a smarty pants. If you try to beat nature, you might lose your life, as this road is unsupervised. Unfortunately, many tourists and drivers get stuck on the road, and although in many cases they manage to survive, the same can't be said about the car. So if you plan a trip to France and you enjoy an adrenaline rush, you cannot miss out on this wonderful marine landscape. Number 8. North Youngest Road, the Road of Death, Bolivia. Would you drive on a route nicknamed the Road of Death? This road is 49.7 miles long and connects La Paz with the town of Coroico in the Youngest region of Bolivia. Plus, it blows away locals and tourists with its over 200 sharp turns along the way, and its elevation of 15,256 feet above sea level. Until 2018 alone, over 300 deaths a year were reported due to unfortunate accidents such as falling off a cliff or crashing down into ravines. All this is caused by the fact that the road only has one lane for each direction, it has no guardrails or barriers along the cliff, and most vehicles are large trucks and buses. Due to its danger, a part of the path remains currently closed and has become an exclusive route for cyclists. Would you dare to drive there? Number 9. Karakoram Highway, Pakistan to China. Although it's known as the Friendship Highway, let's acknowledge that it is not very friendly. This route ranges 810 miles long between the countries of Pakistan and China. Due to its great scenic appeal, it's sometimes considered the 8th wonder of the world. Is it an exaggeration to say that? Don't be fooled by this, as it runs through the most mountainous region of the world and it's highly risky to cross. The most common dangers that drivers experience are rockfalls, landslides, avalanches, and floods, especially in the summer season when it often rains. One of the last recorded fatal accidents happened in 2018 when a passenger bus fell into a ravine on the highway to the Indus River. Sadly, 17 people died. Impressed by these dangerous highways? Don't move, as you're about to see the next road and have your hair stand on end.
Oh, what a day! What a lovely day!
Number 10. Skipper's Canyon Road, New Zealand. How dangerous is this highway? To determine this, you should know that insurance companies don't cover damage caused while driving there, and car rental companies forbid it. Does that give you an idea? The Skipper's Canyon Road is 16.5 miles long, and its route is full of unevenness and narrow, unpaved sections. But worst of all, it's a two-way road. All this makes it very common for cars to rush down into the ravine. This route was created to transport gold in the 19th century, and believe it or not, it's currently safer than the original track. Although it was initially closed, it keeps claiming approximately hundreds of lives each year. But as usual on these type of routes, weather conditions also have a lot to do with this. The strong winds and falling rocks make the beautiful landscape it offers to look terrifying behind the wheel. Today, it's frequented by tour buses and adventure companies. They're truly brave. There's no doubt that the combination of nature and engineering achieved the weirdest and most terrifying forms, don't you think? Tell me in the comments which road you found the most ferocious. Also, don't forget to like the video and subscribe by turning on the bell. Here are 2 more videos so you can keep enjoying amazing content.